You won't find spaghetti and meatballs at Kevin's Italian Pick. You will find fine Florentine dishes and the sound of other Italian voices enjoying the dining experience. For Northern Italian at its best, go to 3rd Street in San Francisco to a place called Pazzia Restaurant and Pizzeria.
Hi, my name is Massimo Ballerini. I'm the owner of Pazzia Restaurant. Pazzia means craziness, and pazzo in Italian is someone that would be crazy to do anything. And for me, I thought it was crazy to open another Italian restaurant in San Francisco. I grew up in the restaurant industry. My family still up to today owns a beautiful restaurant in the center of Florence. I inherited the passion for food and wine. And I thought that since I moved to the States, I was going to be able to reproduce what has been an original success over the years in the center of Florence. We make all kinds of homemade pasta, starting from gnocchi, lasagna, tortelloni, ravioli. And we also get special type of quality meat from Tuscany, as Chianina meat, this special cow is only raised in a Tuscan region. We're lucky to be able to import some of the best Italian wine which come from my region, Tuscany, and glad to be able to feature this wine here at this restaurant. Our ultimate goal at Pazzia Restaurant is to have people come to the restaurant and experience a little taste of Italy.
All right, Kevin, I can tell that you like a little Italian food, don't you?
I like a lot of Italian. Can you tell I like a lot of Italian food?
So tell us about Pazzia.
Well, I've been going there for like 15 years when I used to work in the neighborhood. And to be honest, when I first went there, the owner is really attractive. So he was kind of outside smiling. And so I kind of went inside. But I would never...
That's what you call hot Italian.
Yeah. Right. But I would never go back if it wasn't for the food. They have great pizzas. Like I like the capricciosa with the prosciutto and the artichoke hearts. And it's like very much like you're in Italy where you rip it apart with your hands. And I've been to their sister restaurant in Florence and it was just like going to the same place. So I felt like I went on an Italian trip to Italy. But my favorite dish is the risotto. They often have a clams and mussels ones, which I don't like, so you can go and ask for Kevin's risotto.
Oh,
they prawns, asparagus, and mushrooms, and it's so creamy, and it's not overly cheesy, and they put a nice number of prawns in there with a little bread you could dip in it, and you know, and it's a tiny restaurant with great artwork on the wall, but expanding, but at the Italian level. You know how it takes a while to get things done.
It takes a few decades or so, but it has been there a while.
Yes.
It absolutely has. Talk to me about your experience there, Carrie.
Well, I wish I had ordered Kevin's risotto because I ordered something else that wasn't very good, unfortunately. I found it very bland, and that was the food was really gorgeous and colorful and all of those things, but it always felt like it was missing something. I had the risotto. I felt like the scallops and the prawns were really fresh and delicate, but it just felt like I was eating and I didn't savor any of my food. I also had the beet salad with the goat cheese and the lovely candied walnuts, and that was a really nice blend of flavors, but it just felt it didn't have enough vinegar. I just felt it wasn't fresh enough. And so
did you go at lunch or dinner?
I went at dinner, and my guest had the pizza, the mushroom and sausage, and that.
Bill the Italiano over here is.
Well, I was just going to say that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Of course, I always order that wherever we go, and I had the funghi and salsiccia pizza, and it was marvelous. It was just like other than the pizza that I had in Milan, it was just like it. This was
very thin crust.
I don't have to fly to Milan to have it now. It was wonderful, crispy, toasty crust, thin crust. But the one dish that my wife tried, Lisa, was the tortelloni, and it was filled with this braised beef. So it wasn't, ground beef that was fried in the pan. It was braised, and you could tell. And then of course this porcini mushroom sauce was amazing, amazing. The portions were typical in that way, but of course.
So not huge portions, not tiny portions.
Right. It was certainly a good portion, and I shared that with my wife. But that was amazing.
So Kevin, what should people try? I mean, Carrie Was she,
Well,
was she missing
I
something?
think she's just mad that I didn't love her restaurant. No, but I think the risotto
Maybe
was
she didn't see Chef Massimo.
Right,
Maybe that
true.
was the key.
He was on
might have tipped
vacation
it over
recently.
for me,
Massimo was
actually.
not.
Yeah.
So he was on vacation recently. But the pizzas are all really good. Like the gorgonzola, what is simple and the gorgonzola is delicious and great. It's just like cheese pizza, but with gorgonzola cheese. And I'm not a steak lover, but there's two restaurants I'll eat a steak. Their filet mignon is
Really?
so good. You can cut it with your fork. It's smooth, it's succulent, it's delicious with those great roasted potatoes and the al dente vegetables. Too many people overcook vegetables, but al dente vegetables, but it still has a crunch. Those little things and the great service that they give you. Do you guys? Do you like?
Service.
This is the bistecca alla Fiorentina?
Fiorentina.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll
I
have
would
to try it next
actually
time.
go. I was
We would go
actually
again.
going to say
Well,
that
we'll
the
ride her bike and we'll all go back.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I'll have to get
So
extra
you thought the
air in my
service,
tires.
the service made up for any.
The service, well, that's honestly, that's what I felt like. I'm not sure I would go back, but the service was so welcoming
You're
and
going
so
back.
wonderful. Okay, on my
You
bike.
wouldn't go back?
I'm picking you up
don't
and you're
think I
going
would
back.
go.
You are going back.
At least
there.
you're going back to my restaurant, thank goodness. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
back there. I thought the service was so great and so welcoming and so warm, and they really, really catered to us and made us feel special. So I think that was the best part of my experience. And the dessert, the sorbetto was fantastic.
And tiramisu.
The tiramisu, my wife is crazy about that. And we were in Milan the last time. It was amazing. But this, according to my wife, and I agree with her, replicated that. So here again, this place is amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome.
Their tiramisu, it's light. It's not overly coffeed, and the chocolate at the top is nothing is overdone. It's simple,
wonderful.
it's delicious, it's light, it's airy, it's delicious. Let's go for some.
All right. Well, your restaurants will give us a quick summary.
If you want a great value, a great location, it's near the Moscone Center and South of Market Clubbing. Great pizzas, risotto, tiramisu, you must go to Pazzia, especially if Massimo's there. He treats you like you're in his own home. He says goodbye to every guest.
All right, Carrie.
I did feel warm and welcome in Pazzia. I don't think I would go back, though. The food was a little bland for me, but I think I would love to be friends with all of them. And when I walk by, I'll definitely wave.
I'm taking you, Carrie. That's all there is to it.
All right, and Bill.
Well, we'd have to go back, there's no question, because it's the tiramisu is to die for, just to take my wife back. But we'll go back, absolutely.
All right, if you would like to try Pazzia, restaurant and pizzeria, it's on 3rd Street between Folsom and Harrison in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-512-1693. It's open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday, with dinner on Saturday. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $30.